Aces are plus. Eights are scary. The housework can wait while we watch Jim Perry on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Go to school.
I'd like to get a PhD and someday practice.
Go to school.
I'd like to get a PhD and someday practice psychology.
Oh, it sounds like you're going to be in school a long time.
A long
there.
time.
Nice to have you both back. You both cut the cards at the beginning of the match, yes? Then we will pick up where we left off. We play the best 2 out of 3. And game 1 went to the champion, and the mechanics are going to move everything here. I'll just, see, you won't notice this if I casually slide this over and nothing, okay? It'll get over there. Trust me, it'll move. And the first game went to Frank, the champion. And now looking at the board, Frank has a 3, and he needs 3 cards. Melody has an 8. She needs 2 cards. We pick up with sudden death. And the first question goes to Melody. All the mechanics are working. And Melody, we asked 100 people. Have you ever told someone the check is in the mail when it really was not? How many people have lied and told someone the check is in the mail?
I think that's going to be a high number. A lot of people do that because they mean well and they want to do it, but they just kind of forget and they think, I'll do it tomorrow. So I'm going to say 65.
65 out of 100
Yes.
people have lied and said the check was in the mail. Higher or lower, Frank?
I refuse to comment on my own practices. I'm going to go even higher.
Even higher than that?
Even higher.
If it's higher, you'll play your cards. If not, it'll be Melody with hers. Anytime you hit the answer on the head, a $500 bonus. The actual number of people who lied when they said the check was in the mail is 37, not higher. It's lower. You're not lying. That's pretty strong. Melody, it is sudden death. That's right. You can play it for 2 cards or force Frank to play it for 3. He's starting with a good base card, the 3. You have an 8. You could, of course, change it. Big decision. Play it or pass it.
I'm going to pass it.
You're going to pass it. So, Frank, you're starting with a pretty good base card, but you must get all 3. If you do it, you're the champion and go for the big money. If not, we've got a tie. What do you say?
Here we go again. Higher.
Higher than a 3. A 9, yes. 2 to
With
go.
the odds lower.
Lower than a 9. No, a king is not. Melody ties it up. She got control, and she has the game and ties up the match. Each of you with 1 game, $100. Now we set up for the tiebreaker with just 3 cards up there. 3 questions here. We start the tiebreaker with a question to Frank. Frank, a British scientist, believes that if a man wants to father a son, all he has to do is eat shellfish morning, noon, and night, and give up sex for 40 days. Well, that's not all he has to do. So we surveyed 100 newlywed men who said that they want a son. And we asked them, would you go through this to have a son? How many newlywed men said, yeah, they would give up the shellfish, eat shellfish morning, noon, and night, and abstain and all so they can have a son?
In order to have a son, you just eat shellfish.
I like eating shellfish, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, thank you. I don't. I don't know.
How many would?
They want a son. They want nothing else but.
That's right.
And I hope they like shellfish. We're going to go with a medium-high number. We're going to go 57.
57 out of 100. Melody, higher or lower?
I'm going to say they would really want to have a son, but I don't know how many of them would believe it. So I'm going to say just a little bit lower.
Lower than that? It sounds like a strange theory,
Yeah,
I must
it
say.
is.
57
Just
or
a little
lower.
lower.
And the actual number of newlywed men who said they would eat the shellfish and abstain from sex for 40 days just to have a son is 22. You're right, Melody. It is lower. Yeah. Melody starts off the tiebreaker with a 3.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 3. A 6.
I'm going higher.
If it's higher, we have a new champion. All right. Frank is still in it. Frank gets a free chance. And an 8. Lower than the ace. A 4. Higher. For the championship. Higher. Frank does it. Oh, Melody. It was worth a chance. It just did not pay off. Good luck with the studies. We do have $100 in cash. It's a nice party here. Thank you for being here. Melody Darnell. Frank, come on down here. I think he got off lucky with that one, Frank. And Frank will see if he can remain lucky and win a lot of money with the money cards right after this.
But can't breathe.
You didn't take your contact, did you?
No.
And you were going to work today. That's my man. Keep going.
Charge.
You choose. Label says take this, but only when you stay home. Take this, and you'll need 6 for just today.
6?
Or take this one little contact.
That settles it. But what's this improved?
That's good. Means you'll get all their decongestant without their pain and cough things.
I'll phone you from the office.
Contact is the keeps you going cold medicine. Hello.
Back with our champion, Frank Halatek. You got the money card?
Yes, I did.
Let's get over and play them. Come on, Frank. Hop on up. And here comes Janice and Lois to load in those money cards.
Well, let's hope it's better this time.
And let's see if we can have some good luck with the money cards this time as we give you $200 of new money. 3 cards on the bottom line to bet as you will. Up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card, the big bet where you must risk at least half. And here you're on your own, so you don't lose with the double. We'll carry the bet over for you. Good luck. Here's $200.
Thank you.
You can change your base card if you need to. And Lois, let's start him off with a goodie. 200 and a 9.
Change that card, please.
That's not so good.
Nope.
You can only change it once. The 9, well, the other side of the 8 with the 7.
One for the other. $50 higher.
And the minimum bet, $50 higher. Yes, with a 10, $250.
With the odds, $100 lower.
$100 lower than the 10. He's right
All
again.
$100 higher again.
$100 higher than a 6. Yeah.
All right.
Look at those cards. 7, 10, 6. They're terrible cards, but you played them very well. $450. We'll give you another $200 when we move up to 7.
Let's have another one there, please.
All right, now let's change that 7 and see if we can get a good one for once. Oh, now you are up the middle.
I cannot win this. We're going with the minimum bet, $50 higher.
Got to be some good cards. Let's see an ace or something higher. Okay,
All
queen
right.
is high enough. 700.
$400 lower.
Queen failed you before. Let's not have it fail you now. $400, he says lower. Yeah! Got past that queen. 2 to go with 1,100.
Back in the middle, though, $100 with the odds higher.
$100 higher than a 6. No. But you've got an even $1,000, and as we move up the 5, your first big decision, do you want to play that for the big bet?
We haven't seen any high cards yet except that queen. I'm going to keep that. And I'm going to bet half of it higher.
Interesting decision. He's not going to change the 5, and $500 on that 5, that it is higher. No. Oh.
This time I've got something.
I'd sure like to know what that next card was off the
I
top
would,
of that
too.
deck. Sorry?
I'm on board.
Oh, what a great change that would have. Come on, Frank. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to make you feel bad. Oh, doggone it. But you've got $900. We'll be back with a new challenger right after this.
People say I have $1 million smile. Well, I should. Sometimes I think I invested that much in it. That's why I chew Freedent. Freedent is the one gum that won't stick to my dental work, and I love that. Now,
Hey, we'd like to see you, because we'd like you to try out to be a contestant on our show. If you'd like to be a contestant on Card Sharks, just send a postcard to Contestants, Card Sharks, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028. Or when in Southern California, phone area code 213-467-5100.
I hope I didn't make you feel bad showing you the next card, Frank. But I was curious because you decided to play a borderline card.
Oh,
I
was
was
I
very
curious, too.
Okay, 2 brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Sharks. Cindy Gann. Hello, Cindy. Welcome. Nice to have you here.
Thanks, glad to be here.
Why don't you tell us about you?
Okay, I'm married. I have 4 beautiful children. I live in Hemet, and I play playing the guitar and singing.
Oh, good. You play, so you're a professional guitarist?
No, not professional. Very unprofessional.
Hemet, where's Hemet?
Well, it's out near Palm Springs, just past Riverside.
Sounds nice and warm out there.
Very
Nice to have you
beautiful.
here, Cindy. You cut your cards?
Yes.
Then good luck. You're up against a tough champion. And we'll start the match with a question to the champion. Frank, we asked 100 single women right now, would a good man solve most of your problems? How many single women said having a good man would solve most of their problems?
Romance is wonderful, but women are as practical or more practical than men are. We're going to go with a fairly low number for a question like that, 37.
37 out of 100 women felt that a good man would solve their problems, Cindy.
Well, I'm a romanticist, and when I was only 18, I was thinking about getting married, which I did at 18. So I'm going to say that number is going to be higher.
Higher than that. Love conquers all, 37 and higher. The actual number of single women who admitted a good man would solve most of their problems is 51. The romanticist pays off. And Cindy starts off the match with a king.
Okay, I'm going to keep that card, and I'm going to go lower.
Lower than a king. Yep. Higher than a 2. And an 8. Lower than the ace, a 9. We'll move over the freeze bars. We'll adjust the headset for the audio man. And Cindy, you're off to a good start.
Yeah.
Now, in his recent economic message, President Reagan stated that there's nothing wrong with America that we cannot fix. So we asked 100 people, do you have confidence that the president will be able to solve this country's economic problems? How many people do think President Reagan can solve our economic problems?
Oh, gosh, that's going to be right down the middle, I feel. I mean, close to right down the middle, because so many people, if they're for him, they might feel one way, and if they're not for him, they might feel totally different. So I'm going to say 53.
53 out of 100 people say, yes, we can solve the economic problems.
The sad fact is no individual president can do it. Unfortunately, everyone loses track of that fact. Reagan was elected, and he was elected with a big majority. I'm going to go just a little higher.
A little higher than that. The actual number of people who believe President Reagan can solve our economic problems is 54. Just a little higher. Cindy just missed a $500 bonus, and, of course, more important, Frank wins the question. With an ace.
All right, lower.
Lower than the ace, a queen.
Lower again.
Lower than the queen, a 2. Higher than the 2, a 3. For the first game of the match, yes! Wow, did we turn over cards, and Frank comes out on top. You realize that every card that was turned over there was a good one except that one that Cindy felt she had to freeze on, and I can't say as I blame you, not knowing he was going to get the cards he got. So, same 2 decks of cards. Interesting, because a lot of good cards are gone from your decks. And we'll start game 2 with a question to Frank. Frank, we asked 100 women who are in their 40s. As the sands of time slip through the hourglass... I sound like McDonald Carey, don't I? Women who are in their 40s, as the sands of time slip through the hourglass for you, which is slipping faster, your top or your bottom? How many women in their 40s said their bottom is slipping faster?
The only one I can think of that is I wouldn't dare touch that question. I'm gonna... How many think the bottom is slipping faster?
That's right.
62.
62 out of 100 women in their 40s say the bottom is slipping faster than the top.
That is such... Oh, I'm so embarrassed. It's an embarrassing question. You'd have to ask me that. I'm going to say it's going to be just a teensy bit lower than that because there's just as many women that are top-heavy.
Oh. Okay.
That's slipping?
And viva la difference, too, I tell you. 62 and lower. Yeah. The actual number of women in their 40s whose bottom is slipping faster is 60. Lower. Could not be fair play. Cindy gets it when Frank is very close. Cindy with a 10.
I'm going to change that card.
Can she improve it? She wins the question.
Oh.
Ooh, up the middle with an 8.
Okay, I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the 8. Yes, it is.
Okay, I'm going to go higher.
She's going to risk it higher.
I'm going to go lower.
Lower than the ace, a jack. She's going to try to go all the way to tie up the match. Yeah! Cindy ties it up. Took a chance on a near middle card, and it paid off. We have a tie. Each player, one game, $100. Very gutsy betting there on Cindy's part, and we'll go to the tiebreaker. Same 2 decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck. And Cindy, we start with you in the tiebreaker. Cindy, we asked 100 psychiatrists. can you usually tell when a patient is lying to you? How many psychiatrists claim they can tell when a patient is lying?
Well, I think they studied for a long time to really try and get in touch with human feelings and things and see if a person's conning them or not. And I'm going to say that's going to be kind of a high number. Even if they can't, they'd like to think that they do. So I'm going to say 64.
64 out of 100 psychiatrists said yes, they can tell.
I think a psychiatrist has more confidence in himself than that. I think he's got more than in anybody else. We're going to go higher.
Higher than that. The actual number of psychiatrists who can tell when a patient is lying to them is 70. Right. It is higher. Frank has it.
A good card.
Starts off the tiebreaker. He wants a good card. He gets a 3.
Higher.
Higher than a 3. A 4.
Higher again.
For the championship. Frank does it again. Well, he continues his winning way. Cindy, thank you for joining. Good match right down to the wire. Hope you had fun.
I did. I had a ball.
Good. You got $100 in cash and some nice party gifts. Thank you, Cindy. Cindy Gann. And Frank Holitek, come on down here with me, sir. Frank, going for more money right after this.
Hot. Hair that's shiny hot. That's the look you get with Alberto VO5 hot oil treatment. Hair that's shimmering, soft, and sexy hot. Heat it up with VO5 hot oil treatment. It professionally restores healthy texture and radiance to hair damaged by hot rollers, perms, even blow dryers. Just heat it up, massage it in, and shampoo. VO5 hot oil treatment. You add the heat. We do the rest. Hot.
Back with our champion, Frank Holitek. We've already played the money cards once today and explained the rules for any new viewers. So in front of our studio audience, after you cut them, the cards have been dealt out. Are you ready?
Absolutely.
Good luck. Here's $200. And let's see if we can start you off with a good one this time.
Let's have an ace for a change.
Let's have an ace, he says. Well,
All
it's
right.
2.
Yeah, just as good, all of it higher.
Time for $400 higher than the 2. Yes, with a 5.
$300 higher.
A good size bet on the 5. Is he right? Yes, he is. 710.
$100 lower.
$100 lower than the 10. Right again. Now, let's keep up the good work, Frank. You're starting well. You've got 800. You've got 1,000 as we give you the other 200.
New card, please. Let's try another good
7
one.
becomes, for this level,
All right, all of it higher.
$2,000 if this card is higher. Yeah. 3 to go, and you're already at $2,000.
$200 lower.
$200 lower than the 10. Yes. 2,200 with a 7 and 2 to go.
$200 again with the odds higher.
And a good size bet on the near middle card. Higher. Yeah. All right. 2,400. Now, Frank, this is the equivalent of the 5, so you've got the same big decision to make. As we move up the jack, do you want to play it or change it?
The jack has killed me every time I've had it. Change that card, please.
All right, this time he's decided to change it. Is he right? He's got big money, 2,400, and for the big bet, a 6. Got to bet at least 1,200. You got a 6. What's it going to be, Frank?
$1,400 higher.
He's got confidence in the 6 more than half. $1,400 if this card is higher. All right! And a big queen comes through for $3,800.
I told you those queens are good for me.
That time the queen likes you. $3,800. Good job. You didn't lose your confidence. And now Frank has $4,900 in cash. We'll be back with a new challenger after this. Good job on those money cards, Frank. Two brand new decks of cards. Here comes a new challenger on Card Shark. Marie McGrath. Hello, Marie. Happy to have you here. Won't you tell us about you?
I'm Marie McGrath. I'm from Yorba Linda, California. I'm presently attending the University of Southern California, where I'm majoring in political science, where I someday hope to be a reputable and rich attorney.
Ah, and a rich attorney. Nice to have you here, Marie. You cut your cards?
Yes, I did.
Then good luck. We will start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to Frank. Frank, we asked 100 single women. When it comes right down to it, can any man be made into good marriage material with the proper nagging? How many single women said any man can be nagged into being a suitable husband?
No way. No way. Nagging often has exactly the reverse effect, and many times women know that. Sometimes I think they use reverse psychology on us. I'm going to go with a very low number, 23.
23 out of 100 women, single women, say that that can happen, Marie.
Well, I think that a lot of women are really,
Now, you relax. You relax. Now, he says that 23 out of 100 single women said any man can be nagged into being a suitable husband, right?
Well,
you think it's higher or lower than that?
Well, I think that a lot of women think that anything will work. They're really desperate. But I am gonna go higher.
Higher than that.
Higher.
Okay. All right, you're sure. Don't want you to make any decision in haste because you're a little nervous now. You relax. 23 and higher. The actual number of single women who said, with the proper nagging, any man can be made into good marriage material is 26! Maybe she was less nervous than I thought. Marie was absolutely right. It starts with a jack.
Lower, lower.
Lower than the jack. A 7.
Oh, please.
Gee, she got into the swing of the game very quickly there, didn't she? Marie, we took a confidential poll of 100 top executives of oil companies, and we asked them, do you drive a car that gets less than 15 miles per gallon? How many oil company executives admitted they do drive a gas guzzler?
Okay, I think that a lot of they do buy big luxury cars, and there are lots of gas guzzlers. I'm going to say that it's a pretty high number at 72.
72 out of 100 oil company executives drive a gas guzzler, Frank.
That's too high. There aren't that many gas guzzlers left on the road, at least as far as we're told. Gonna go lower.
Lower than that. The actual number of oil company executives who drive a gas guzzler is 46.
All right.
It is lower. And Frank starts off this game with
All right, lower.
lower than a king, an 8.
Freeze.
And both players near the middle. Both players need 3 cars. That's all the time we have. Nice people in the audience today from Bath, New York, and from Pierce, Minnesota. Thank you for joining us. We'll finish this match next time on Card Shark.
A representative, the studio audience will receive the new Mamiya Ford CE 35mm camera. The computer inside is designed to make picture-taking easy. For simply beautiful pictures, the Ford CE, furnished by the Bell & Howell Mamiya Company. And some of our contestants will receive the Presto Fry Daddy Deep Fryer, the family-sized easy fryer, easy to use, easy to clean, easy to store, the Fry Daddy Deep Fryer from Presto. Bissell's revolutionary new sweep of the century 2 piece with all surround furniture with unique corner Russian sweeps, all floor services from Bissell. From Hawaiian Tropic comes an attractive tote bag plus Hawaiian Tropic natural tanning lotions and oils, Hawaiian Tropic, the Tan of the Islands, Catalogog, gift certificate, and Brax old-fashioned candy store taste. Fresh, good tasting ingredients, tempting flavors, delicious choice. Brax candy store candy. The Colonel's make a lick good chicken and insulated bag to keep things cool. It's nice to feel so good about a meal. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Miss Jean Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production. There's money riding on each reveal. So, cut the cards and start the deal on Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Perry.
Thank you, Jeff. Hello there. Welcome to Card Shark. Oh, you're very kind. What a nice group. Thank you. And thank you for joining us at home. Thank you. Terrific. And the opening poem was sent in by Homer Townend of Culver City, California, watching right here on KNBC Channel 4. Thank you, Homer. Now let's open the board and get to the cards. Go ahead. Dennis Lowe will open the cards, and we'll meet our card shark. Frank Halatek, our champion. Hi, Frank. Good to see you again. I'm fine. Won't you again remind us about you, sir?
Yes, I'm an ex-newspaperman from the Chicago area. Now out here as a fledgling screenwriter who makes his living answering telephones all day, I'm afraid.
Any luck with the screenwriting? Getting things?
A little bit, I think. I'm getting good reactions to a couple of things that are out on the market in England.
Good. So we'll look for Frank Halatek's name with a film someday.
Unless I get embarrassed and change it, yes.
Oh, okay. Frank's done very well here, winning $4,900 in cash. Our challenger, Marie McGrath. Hi, Marie. Nice to see you again. And again, a little reminder about you.
I'm Marie McGrath, and I'm from Yorba Linda, California, and I'm attending the University of Southern California, where I'm majoring in political science.
Yay! Let's hear it for USC. Sure. Got a group there, huh? Your friends came down. Now, you were a little nervous on our last show. Are you nice and relaxed now, ready to
Calm.
go? Much more calm?
Right.
Okay. You both cut the cards at the beginning of the match, of course, and we'll pick up where we left off. And this is where we left off. Frank has moved over now with an 8. Right up the middle is his base card. He needs 3 cards. Marie, near the middle with a 7, also needs 3. We pick up with question 3, and it goes to Frank. Frank, we surveyed 100 inmates in San Quentin Prison, and we asked them, are you a good liar? How many inmates said they are a good liar?
If they were that good, they wouldn't be there. However, well, the airline pilots call it hangar flying, and when you've got a lot of time to do and nothing to do, that's what you do. And what are you going to do in San Quentin but spend some time telling stories? We're going to go with a medium-high number, about 54.
54 out of 100 inmates said they are a good liar. Higher or lower, Marie?
Okay, I think that they are there for some reason, and I know the crowds that they hang around with probably told a little bit of lies, too. So I think that number's going to be higher.
Higher than that?
Higher than that.
Higher, you'll play your cards. If not, it'll be Frank with his. Anytime you hit the answer right on the head, it is a $500 bonus. The actual number of inmates who said they are good liars is 48, not higher, it's a little bit lower. Frank's got it. Almost half of them, though, and Frank, you've got an 8.
No, change that card, please.
You win the question, you can change the base card to a
All
queen.
right, lovely lady, lower.
Lower than a queen. High.
Higher.
Risking it higher. A 10.
Freeze.
So as we move over the freeze bar to protect that position, Frank needs 1 card. Marie needs 3. This is sudden death. Someone's going to have to win this game on this play of the cards. Marie, we asked 100 married women. If one of your husband's old flames wrote a book about him entitled The World's Most Incredible Lover, would you think she meant incredibly good or incredibly bad? How many women would think she meant incredibly bad?
Well, I think the reason there are a lot of divorces is women don't think their husbands are loving them enough, so I think she'll probably be incredibly bad. I think the number will be about 60.
Well, I must say, now, divorce had nothing to do with this. We asked 100 married women about one of her husband's old flames. Not necessarily divorce or anything. I don't want to throw you on that. How many of the married women would think that the other old flame meant that he was an incredibly bad lover?
Golly, I think that, I think just the opposite. I think the number will probably be about 62.
62?
Right.
I didn't want to throw you. I just wanted you to understand the
now.
question. Divorce had nothing to do with it. She says 62 out of 100 women think she would mean incredibly bad.
Would it be worth writing a book about an incredibly bad lover? It's got to be lower.
Lower than that. This will decide control and sudden death. The actual number of married women who would think the title meant their husband was an incredibly bad lover is 23. It's lower. Frank, you got it. Frank, you've got control in sudden death, needing 1 card, while Marie needs 3. You can play it or pass it.
Until this moment, I believed in chivalry.
Marie, you're starting near the middle with a 7. Get them all, you win the game. If not, the game belongs to Frank.
Okay. Higher.
Higher than a 7? Yes, a 9.
Oh,
Still near the middle.
Okay. Lower.
Lower than a 9. A 5.
Higher.
If it's higher, she has the first game. Yes! Challenger takes up the 3 cards to win game 1. We'll be right back right after this.
Face it, as you get older, your body changes. And these changes may appear on your face as brown patches or dark spots. So Esoterica created
Facial Esoterica, the only medicated fade cream made specially for your face. Just apply it
every day for 6 weeks and watch dark spots and brown patches start to fade. Try Facial Esoterica.
In weeks, your face can look years younger.
Facial Esoterica. In weeks, your face can look years younger.
There are 2 things about X-Lax you should know. It works overnight, which is good, but it contains an artificial chemical. Metamucil, on the other hand, is all natural, which is good, but it can take up to 3 days to work. So where do you turn for fast relief and natural active ingredients? To new Nature's Remedy laxative. Nature's Remedy has only natural active ingredients, and it gently relieves your constipation overnight. New Nature's Remedy. The gentleness you want, the speed you need.
Hello there. Game 1, the Marie. Nice calls with the cards. Same 2 decks of cards being dealt out with the next cards off the top of the deck. And now the pressure on the champion. He needs this game to tie things up. Frank, we surveyed 100 people who have just bought a new car. Interesting question. They just bought a new car, and we asked them, Did you end up getting the car you really wanted or the car you could afford? How many people said they ended up buying a car they could afford?
The last time I bought a car, I wanted a Mercedes-Benz. I ended up with a 13-year-old station wagon.
And if you think mentioning that on the air is going to get you one, no.
Any takers out there? How many ended up with a car they could afford? 73.
73 out of 100 wound up with what they could afford rather than what they wanted.
Okay, I think that the people that they asked are probably middle class, and the middle class people probably ended up with a car that they afforded. But I think it's going to be lower.
Lower than that. You think you went a little too high? With a lot of agreement from the audience, the actual number of people who ended up buying a car they could afford is 58. You're right. Yeah, because maybe they didn't buy it if they didn't get what they wanted. Marie starts this game with a jack.
Lower, lower.
Playing it lower. A 5.
Higher, higher.
Higher than a 5. A 6.
Higher.
She's on a roll, and she wants to try it again, and she's right again. Marie needs one card for the championship, as the cards have really started to roll for her. Marie, we surveyed 100 women who support the women's liberation movement, and we asked them, do you think it's all right for a woman to use her sex appeal to get ahead in her career? How many feminists said it is all right for a woman to use her sex appeal to get ahead?
Well, I don't support the real high liberation movement. I mean, I feel that we should...
Just a little bit?
Well, I feel that we should get equal pay and stuff like that, but I don't think anybody would say they'd want to use their sex appeal to get ahead. So I'd probably say 34.
34 out of 100, right?
Ooh. She picked a rough number there. In the world as it is today, you got to use everything you got, be you man or woman. I'm going to go higher.
Higher than that? The actual number of feminists who said it's all right for a woman to use her sex appeal to get ahead is 30. Higher, a little lower. Marie. Marie, you got it right.
Change the card.
Big change for Marie, who's on the verge of victory. A 7 near the middle.
Higher, higher.
If it's higher, we have a new champion. And Frank, we have to say goodbye, but a great job. $4,900. Good luck with the rest. Frank Halifax. Marie McGrath, come on down here with me. Congratulations, Marie. $200 with you. Boy, you relaxed very well when you got going there. Now, you cut the money cards, yes?
Yes, I did.
Okay, those cards that you cut are waiting for you over there. You relax now. There's a lot of money, and we'd love to see you win it. Let's get over and play the money cards. Come on, Marie. Careful as you step up to your left. There you go. Cards you cut, here they come. And we're going to give you $200 of new money. 3 cards on the bottom line to bet as you will. Up to the second level, we add another $200 of betting money. 3 more cards. Minimum bet's $50 till you get to the top card. The big bet, where you must risk at least half. Now, good luck. And remember, now, you're on your own, so if you get a double that you don't lose, we'll just carry it over for you.
Okay.
Okay? Take a deep breath. And here's $200. And you can change your base card on each level if you need to. Thank you, Lois. Let's start Marie off with a jack.
Oh, $150 lower.
She likes that jack. $150 lower. Nope. Don't lose. You still have $200 on the double with a jack.
Okay, $150 lower.
Again, $150 lower than the jack. No. Down to 50, but a good card.
Okay, $50 lower.
This will be 100 if this is lower than a king. And it is with a 2. Good card to come up because we're going to give you another 200 when we move it up. 300.
Okay, 300 higher.
Trying for $600 higher. Yeah.
400
400
lower.
lower. This should be $1,000 if this is lower. And it is.
Okay. $400 higher.
And again, a $400 bet higher. Yeah, but it's $1,400. She doesn't even want me to move it up. She's rolling right away, betting it all. $2,800 if this is lower. Yeah! Oh, that's nice. What an ace came up at a great time. $2,800. 200 in the game. That's a nice round $3,000. Marie McGrath, 3,000 richer. We'll be back with the new challenger after this.
Thanks, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thanks, Easter Bunny. Thank you, Easter Bunny. Thanks, Easter Bunny.
Kids love M&Ms at Easter. Both the plain and peanut have real milk chocolate and colorful candy shells, so there's no chocolate mess. M&Ms. The milk chocolate melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
Daddy, Bunny! Bark, bark! The mommy bought her family Stroft, just like my mommy does.
Well, no home should be without its northern bathroom tissue. Stroft is specially soft.
And strong, too?
Uh-huh. Strong plus soft equals Stroft. And these little pillows make it specially soft.
Pillows do feel soft.
So when you feel northern,
it feels specially soft.
Get northern bathroom tissue for your home. Feel the special softness of Stroft.
I hope we can use this country house again.
Me too, hon. Oh, no. The rug wasn't this dirty when we got here, and the Martins will be here any minute. What'll we do?
They've got Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner.
But there's no time to clean the rug.
Nothing's faster or easier than Woolite. Just spray it on. Woolite cleans in minutes with no scrubbing.
That was fast and easy.
Smells fresh, too.
Woolite self-cleaning rug cleaner.
There's no faster, easier way to clean your rug.
Mrs. Conroy, where does it hurt?
Both thumbs and across my knuckles.
Mrs. Conroy doesn't know it, but she's going to test heat against Bengay.
The right hand, the heat is penetrating. The left hand, I don't feel much of anything.
Would you like to know what that product is?
I would. Heat. It does feel better than Bengay.
For minor arthritis pain, you'll feel heat faster. Works for hours.
It's heat. Penetrating heat.
Maria McGrath, again, our congratulations. Norman on our staff was telling me, they said, if you win a lot of money, you've got to take your whole dorm wing to dinner or something?
Yes.
Yeah?
Me too.
How many got to take to dinner now with 3,000 yet?
12 so far.
12 so far. They're all rooting for more, right?
Right.
We'll have a new challenger out here in a moment. You're a good player. First, we'd like to invite you, if you fit in this category, to take part in the Card Sharks poll. It is a very fascinating poll. If you fit in this category, I'd love to know more about it. We're looking for husbands and wives who work in different cities and only see each other on weekends. So if you fit in that category, we'd like you to take part in the confidential poll. Gene Wood will tell you where to write.
I'll be glad to do that. Jim Perry is one of those people who does work in different cities. I know. I spend a lot of weekends at his house gardening. Well, if you do that, just send a postcard to Commuter Couples, Card Sharks, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028.
You know, if you had got that out, it probably would have been a funny line, Gene. Two brand new decks of cards. Here comes the new challenger on Card Sharks. Craig King. Hello, Craig. I'm fine. Nice to meet you. Why don't you tell us about you?
My name's Craig King. I'm a student at USC. I play on the nickname of Dr. Death, and I like to play cards.
Now, wait a minute. You have the nickname Dr. Death?
Dr. Death. It's a football nickname because I broke a guy's ribs in a game, knocking his rib out.
Oh, for USC?
For USC. No, not at USC. It was in high school.
Oh, you play defensive back?
I play defensive back, and I'm good, I'm bad, and I like to win.
Oh,
I don't believe in losing.
There's a man with confidence. That's nice to have you here, Craig. Did you catch your cards?
Yes, I did.
Then here we go. We'll start the match with a question. That's nice. Confidence is important. He likes to win, and he's here to win, Marie, so watch it. Okay. Marie, you remember Lady Godiva? When she rode naked through the town, she asked the people to stay inside and not peek out their windows. So we asked 100 men, if you had been there that day, would you have peeked? How many men admitted they would have peeked?
I know a lot of males that would have peeked. Regardless, I think it's a pretty high number, probably 75.
75 out of 100, Craig.
I say that's got to be a lot higher because there's a lot of gentlemen, there's a lot of men, in this, especially this now day and age, that are going to look. And if they, if they heard a woman was coming down the street naked, they're going to look. I'd look.
So you say higher. The actual number of men who admitted they would have peeked is 82. You're right. Well, 82 out of 100. And Craig starts off with a 5.
I'm going to go higher.
Higher than a 5. Yes,
I'm going to go lower.
She hit lower. Oh, no. King is not lower, and there's a break for Marie because she gets a free chance to play a jack.
Yeah, lower.
Lower than a jack. And
freeze.
And we move over to the freeze bar and fill in the spaces for Craig, who gets his first question. Craig, we found 100 men who are paying alimony to their ex-wife, and we asked them, if the law did not require you to make alimony payments, would you pay your ex-wife this much alimony anyway, just to be a nice guy? It's very derisive laughter out there. How many men said even if the law did not require them to pay alimony, they would give their ex-wife every bit as much money?
I think that's got to be a low number because not that many men are going to pay. They don't want to pay alimony anyway. They don't want to be with the woman, so they divorced her. So they're not going to want to pay it. I wouldn't pay it. I think it's got to be around 21.
21 out of 100. And I believe him.
I think there's some men that really, they didn't get along, but they just divorced their wives, but that doesn't mean they don't love them. And I think that number is going to be higher.
Higher than that. Do you have confidence in your answer, Marie? And everybody, 21 and higher. The actual number of men who said if the law did not require them to pay alimony, they would pay just as much anyway, is 7. That's all. You got it, Craig. I think Craig knew he had that one as soon as she said higher. You've got a 5.
I'm going up. I'm going higher.
Higher, he says. A jack.
I'm going lower again.
She and lower. Oh, no. Same thing. Jack Queen and Jack King before that. Marie doesn't mind at all with a 9.
Lower.
Lower, she says. A 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. A 7. Now, with Marie needing 1 card, we fill in the spaces for Craig, who still needs 4. Question 3 to you, Marie. Marie, we asked 100 people. If a person does, this is a fascinating question, 100 people. If a person does not want a life-saving blood transfusion because it's against his religion, should doctors have the right to force him to have it? How many people said doctors should have the right to force a person to have a blood transfusion if it will save his life?
Well, I think that it goes pretty far in blood and saving lives and stuff like that, and I know there are people that don't believe in blood transfusions, and I think that's their right. I think that's people go for those rights, and I think the low number would be 21.
21 out of 100 say that they should have the right to force a person.
I think that's going to be a lot higher because doctors, they're going to basically, if you want to die, they're not going to pull the plug on you unless you go to court and fight them about it. So I think if it came to a point, they're going to just do it. So I think it's going to be a lot higher.
The question was asked of people. Should the doctors be allowed to do it? How many people said the doctors
I still say it's going to be higher.
Okay, fine. 21 and higher. The actual number of people who said doctors should have the right to force a person to have a blood transfusion if it will save his life is 47. It is higher. Craig has it. And Craig, you've got a 5 and some catching up to do.
I'm going higher again.
If this is another jack, Craig, higher than a 5? Yes, an 8.
I'm going to go again. I'm going to go higher.
And higher than the middle card. Oh. Took a chance on the middle card. It did not pay off, and Marie with a 7 and a 3 chance for the game. Higher! Higher for the game, yeah! He better now because his back's to the wall right after
this. This is a natural source of goodness. Golden American corn, the natural source of Mazola 100% pure corn oil. Because it's corn oil, Mazola is low in saturated fats, with no cholesterol. Because it's Mazola corn oil, no leading oil tastes lighter. And because it's Mazola, it's not made from soybeans or sunflowers. Because Mazola is the only leading brand made from the goodness of corn.
Cheese puffs for everybody!
Because these aren't Cheetos cheese puffs.
So?
It takes more than just a crunch to make it Cheetos.
That's not enough to make it Cheetos.
It takes more than just a puff and all that other stuff. Because it takes real cheese to make it Cheetos.
Only real cheddar cheese could make Cheetos brand cheese-flavored snacks so unmistakably delicious.
It takes more than just a puff and all that other stuff. Because it takes real cheese to make it Cheetos.
Beef and gravy. All my boys love beef and gravy. But I had a hard time pleasing Sam here. Now I can, because Gravy Train dog food is all new, and boy, is it different. Old Gravy Train made good gravy. New Gravy Train makes it faster. A thick, real beef gravy, a lot like my homemade. Delicious, and not soggy either. Now all my boys get a real beef gravy meal. All new Gravy Train, the beef gravy meal with homemade appeal.
Okay, is everybody ready to play Simon Says?
Yeah!
Simon Says eat some smooth, creamy Jell-O pudding. Simon Says take a spoonful of Jell-O pudding, but don't eat it. Okay, Simon Says eat it.
Kids love Jell-O brand pudding, and because you make it with fresh milk, you know it's wholesome.
And now, Simon Says, give me your Jell-O pudding.
No!
Hey, would you like to be a contestant on Card Sharks? All you have to do is send a postcard to Contestants, Card Sharks, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028. Or if you're in Southern California, phone area code 213-467-5100.
Game one goes to the champion. And now as we deal out same two decks of cards with the next cards off the top of the deck, Craig needs this game, and we'll start with him. Craig, we asked 100 single women, have you ever come home from a first date thinking this could be the start of something big, and then the rat never called you again? Oh, how many single women have had a terrific first date and then never heard from the guy again?
Well, most first dates are usually very terrific. I mean, most times the guy's going to try and go for it all on the first date. If he's smart, he will.
It's a football term, friends. I remember, yes.
But I'd say that's got to be, relatively in the middle number, about 55%. About 55.
55 out of 100 in this case. Single women have had a terrific date, and he never called again.
Well, I'm a single woman, and I went on a first date, and I said, oh, this has got to be the one, and he called back. So I think that number is going to be lower.
Lower. Oh, because he called back. Wasn't that nice? I called back, Marie. You're a nice lady. 55 and lower. The actual number of single women who have had a terrific first date and then never heard from the guy again is 59. Not lower, it's higher. Craig needs this game, and he starts off with a king.
I'm going lower. I'm going lower.
King, 6.
Higher.
Risking it higher, 10.
Lower.
And again, he's risking it, and he's right.
I'm freezing. I'm taking a freeze.
Craig is not going to try that last one. He needs one card to tie it up. Marie, we found 100 men who are the fathers of 10 or more children. This is fascinating. We've had a poll. You've heard us ask questions about a family of 10 or more children. I love this one. We asked 100 men who are the fathers of 10 or more children. And we asked them, if the roles were reversed and it was the men who gave birth, would you and your wife still have 10 kids today? How many fathers said if men gave birth, they would still have 10 children?
Well, I think men, after seeing their wives go through all these births, would say, I wouldn't want to go through that. So I think that number would probably be 45.
45 out of 100.
I say that's got to be a lot lower. I don't want no kids. No way. I wouldn't have one.
Okay.
Have my wife have one, yeah, but not me.
There's a good chance you're not going to either,
I know
Craig.
that.
45 and lower.
That's quite obvious.
The actual number of fathers who said if men gave birth, they would still have 10 children is 22. Craig is right. It's lower, and Craig has a 5.
I'm going to take that card and I'm going to go higher.
It's a... You want to change it?
No, I'm going to keep that
you
card.
Keep it?
I'm going to take that card and go higher.
Nice. He's going to play it, and he's going to tie it up if this is higher. It is! Yeah! I thought you said you were going to change it.
Oh, no.
You were just protecting yourself
I was
there.
just protecting you.
We've got a tie. Good play by Craig. We'll be right back right after this.
Move over, Bacon. Now there's something meatier. Sizzling.
Mmm, delicious.
Meteor Sizzling. Swift makes it from leaner cuts of government-approved meat, and all that lean is all real meat. It's 50% leaner than bacon. Meteor.
Move over, Bacon. Now there's something meatier. Sizzling. Tastes great.
Move over, Bacon. Now there's something meatier. Sizzling. Try original and new brown sugar cured. Sizzling's Meteor.
Chester for Carpet Fresh. As the one who's closest to the carpet, I'd like to share some of my thoughts with you about a great rug and room deodorizer, Carpet Fresh. It keeps your carpet not only smelling cleaner, but looking cleaner too. Just look at the difference between a rug that was vacuumed regularly with Carpet Fresh and one that wasn't. Remember, Carpet Fresh keeps your carpet not only smelling cleaner, but looking cleaner too. And I couldn't think that on television if it wasn't true.
We've got a good match going. We'll have the tiebreaker with these nice people on the next Card Sharks. In our audience today, we have some people from Mesa, Arizona. And we also have a group that, finding out you were from USC, they did not boo. A group of Sigma Delta Tau from UCLA in Los Angeles. We'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
If you would like to see Card Sharks in person, send your request along with a self-addressed stamped envelope to Tickets, Card Shark, NBC Ticket Department, 3000 West Alameda, Burbank, California, 91523. A representative of the studio audience will receive American tourist Horses cross-country collection. Mans and ladies carry-on totes. Sleek design, elegant form, smart-looking, lightweight luggage helps make travel an effortless experience. Furnished by American Tourister. And some of our contestants will receive the Presto Fry Daddy Deep Fryer, the family-sized easy fryer, easy to use, easy to clean, easy to store. The Fry Daddy Deep Fryer from Presto. Bissell's revolutionary new sweep of the century, too clean to the walls and around furniture with unique corner brushes, sweeps all floor surfaces from Bissell. From Hawaiian Tropic comes an attractive tote bag, plus Hawaiian Tropic natural tanning lotions and oils, Hawaiian Tropic the tan of the island. Catalog, gift certificate, and Brax old-fashioned candy store taste. Fresh, good-tasting ingredients, tempting flavors, delicious choices. Brax, the candy store candy. The Colonel's finger-licked good chicken and an insulated bag to keep things cool. It's nice to feel so good about a meal. Kentucky Fried Chicken. Card Sharks. I'm Mark Goodson, Bill.
The space shuttle at 5 on News Center 4.
They've changed the rules. Boy, are we glad. Now, when doubles show up, they aren't so bad. On Card Shark. And here's the host of Card Shark, Jim Curry.
Thank you, Jack. Hello there. Welcome to Card Shark. Thank you very much. Thank you for joining us, and thank you, as always, for joining us at home. Yeah, some rule changes that were very nice with, of course, referring to the money cards, where if you get a double, you don't lose, because you're not playing against anybody right then. And, of course, Eunice Christensen knows that from Fraser Park, California, watching on KNBC Channel 4. And speaking of those money cards and the chance to win more money, we've got a champion coming out right now who's going to try to do it. Let's bring her out and wish her well. Marie McGrath. Hello, Marie. Oh, don't go over there right away. You're eager to get to the money, right?
Yeah.
Before you do that, why don't, for any new viewers, you remind us a little about you?
Okay, go to USC. I'm from Yorba Linda, California, and I'm majoring in political science.
See, now what do you want to do?
I want to be a lawyer, and I want to take over Jerry Brown's job.
You, oh yes? Want to be Governor McGrath, is that it?
Yeah.
Well, that sounds like a worthwhile occupation. Could you do a better job?
Maybe.
Maybe. Let's get to business. Let's open the board and get to those money cards. Come on, Marie. Sorry to put you on the spot there. But you should have confidence. You should feel that, yes, I can do the job. Why not? That's right. He watches all the time. I always hear from Jerry. He says, I'm watching right now. Right now, we're going to get to the money. At $200, 3 cards on each level, $200 on the second, another 3 cards. Remember, minimum bets are $50 till you get to the top card. The big bet, there you must risk at least half the money. Good luck. See, if you had said you'd like to be president, then maybe he's watching too. I don't know, Marie.
Oh.
They're rooting for you right now, though.
I hope so.
Here's $200. You can change the base card on each level if you need to, and now let's get serious. $200. Thank you, Lois. We'll start, Marie, with a 5.
Oh, $50 higher.
Gonna play that 5, and the minimum bet, $50 higher. She's right with a 7.
$50 higher.
Trying to get it up to 300 if this is higher. No. Down to 200, but a good card with a 3.
$150 higher.
$150 higher than the 3. Yes!
Okay.
350. We move up to 9. Give you the other 200. You have 550.
Change it.
And you can change it. $550. A 2. Change.
All of it higher.
Trying to double it for $1,100 higher. Yes! Another 5.
$500 higher.
Haven't seen a big one. Let's see one right now. 500 higher. No. There, that double helps you because you don't lose. You still have 1,100 and a 5.
The same.
The same. Again, 500. And again, higher. Yes, with a 6. Whew, just high enough. 1,600. We move up to 6.
Can I change it?
You can indeed. Let's see a good one right now. For the big bet, a 10.
Oh.
Tricky decision now. 1,600. You must bet at least 800.
$700 lower.
1,000. Did you say 1,100? I didn't hear you, Marie. How much?
What did I say?
You
700.
You must bet at least 800. You have 1,600.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay. 1,000 lower.
$1,000 lower than a 10. Yeah! We hadn't seen a big card. I was very nervous nervous about that bet, but you were right. $2,600. Oh, I'm glad you had good instincts because I was afraid of it. $6,900 for Marie McGrath and a new challenger in a moment after this.
Cheese puffs for everybody who smiles.
Those aren't Cheetos, Cheese Puffs.
So?
It takes more than just a crunch to make it Cheetos. That's not enough to make it Cheetos. It takes more than just a puff and all that other stuff. 'Cause it takes real cheese to make it Cheetos.
Only real cheddar cheese could make Cheetos brand cheese-flavored snacks so unmistakably delicious.
It takes more than just a puff and all that other stuff. 'Cause it takes real cheese to make it Cheetos.
Ooh. Got tough congestion? Sinex is the long-acting nasal spray that can give you a second of and 10 hours of instantly. Medicated Vicks vapors penetrate your nose with a powerful feeling of relief. And Sinex decongesting medicine shrinks swollen nasal membrane so air can flow through. You breathe free up to 10 full hours. For tough congestion, get the Sinex extra feeling of relief. A second of 10 hours of
Acrobat champion Marie McGrath, who had better instincts than I did with that last money card. Very nicely done. We'll have a new challenger in a moment for this fine champion. Right now, we'd like to invite you, if you fit in this category, to take part in the Card Sharks poll. Today, we're looking for a fascinating poll. We're looking for women whose marriage survived their husband's affair. So if you forgave your husband for having an affair, we'd like you to take part in, of course, a confidential poll. Gene Wood will tell you where to write.
All you have to do is send a postcard to Survived an Affair. Card Sharks, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028.
Okay, Marie, two brand new decks of cards and a new challenger on Card Sharks. Earlene Hyman. Hello, Earlene. Nice to meet you. I'm fine. Won't you tell us about you?
My name's Earlene Hyman. I'm originally from Malaquippa, Pennsylvania. My husband says I'm a housewife, but I say I'm a housemaid.
Why do you say that?
Because I have to do all the cooking for 8 hours. Then when he comes home, I have to finish cleaning. Then I have to go to bed and work another 8 hours. So that's the maid's job.
It does sound like you lead an interesting life, though, Earlene, I must say. Nice to have you here. You cut your cards?
I sure did.
Then here we go. Good luck. He comes home in another 8 hours. My goodness gracious. Marie, we start the best 2 out of 3 with you. Marie, in the Old West, the only way some bachelors could find a bride was to order one by mail through a marriage service. It's true. So we asked 100 bachelors. If you lived back then and your only hope of getting married was to take a mail-order bride, sight unseen, would you do it? How many men said they would marry a mail-order bride?
Well, I think if that was their only choice, it would be quite a high number. I'm going to say 69.
69 out of 100, Earlene. Higher or lower?
I'm going to say it's going to even be higher because if this is their only choice, then this is their only choice.
So
I'll say higher.
Sure, you figure they may need a maid, too, right? The whole thing, housemaid. Yes. If it's higher, you'll play your cards, Earlene. If not, it'll be Marie with hers. Anytime you hit the answer right on the head, a $500 bonus. The actual number of bachelors who would marry a mail-order bride is 54. Not higher, it's a little lower. It is more than half, but it's a little lower. And Marie starts off the match with a 2.
Oh, higher!
Higher than a 2. 5.
Higher!
Let's get higher. Oh, 3 is not higher. Earlene gets a break and a free chance to play a 5.
Higher.
Higher, she says. Higher it is.
Lower.
Lower than a king. 6.
Higher.
Higher than a 6. An 8.
Freeze.
And Earlene really came out on top on that. She needs 1 card for the first game. Earlene, we asked 100 Americans, does the government interfere too much in your private life? How many Americans said the government does interfere too much in their private lives?
Well, I don't feel that the government interferes too much in your private life, so I'm going to make that a low number. I'll say 20.
20 out of 100. Higher or lower, Marie?
Well, since the census was taken last year, I think a lot of people have the feelings that they did pry a little bit too personally with the House, and I heard people complaining. What was the number she gave?
She said 20 out of 100 say they do
Higher.
interfere. Higher than that. The actual number of Americans who said the government does interfere too much in their private lives is 60. Oh, yeah, that's higher. Marie, 60, and you're looking at a 2. Higher, she says. It is a 10.
Lower.
Risking it lower, a 7.
Oh, freeze.
And we move into the freeze bar. This time, Marie didn't want to go too far. And Marie, We asked, remember the last one? Now, it was 60 Americans, right? Listen to this. Marie, we sent our man on the street behind the Iron Curtain to Poland, where he asked 100 people, does your government interfere too much in your private life? How many people in Poland said their government does interfere too much in their private lives?
Well, I think that's a pretty condition. If they're living in a country like that, it's pretty conditioned. I'm going to say it's a pretty low number because people are afraid to speak out. I'm going to say 23.
23 out of 100. Now, she's around the number you had for the Americans.
I missed it the last time, so I'm going to have to go higher this time. I feel like if they do it here, they do it over there also.
So you say higher.
Higher.
It's almost exact opposite. I think Earlene was around the 20 mark, and now this time it's Marie. The actual number of people in Poland who said their government does interfere too much in their private lives is 83, even higher than here. And Earlene has it, and Earlene has an 8.
I pass it to her.
Well, it's not sudden death. You got to play it.
Oh, okay. Change that card.
Okay. Now that everything's been explained, she's going to play it. And she's going to change the 8 to a jack.
Oh.
Lower. Lower for the first game. No. Ace is not lower. And with her back to the wall, Marie is back in it.
Higher.
Higher than a 7. And higher.
Lower.
Oh, she's going to try to go for it. No. Took a chance, and it didn't pay off. And now, as Marie needs 2 and Earlene needs 1, it is sudden death. Someone has to win it on this play of the cards. Earlene, we asked 100 men. Think back to the first time you said, I love you to a woman, and tell us, were you really in love? How many men said the first time they told a woman, I love you, they were really in love?
Well, they could have been so young until they were just saying something. They saw it on the movies or something like that, so I would say that it would...
How many really were in love, they said, when they said it first time?
I would say 10.
10 out of 100, Marie.
Oh, no, I think a lot of people are infatuated at first, so I think it's going to be higher.
Higher than that. You don't think they banty those words around too easily, right?
No.
All right, 10 and higher. The actual number of men who said that the first time they told a woman, I love you, they were really in love is 55. Marie is right. And Marie, sudden death. You can play it for 2 cards. Earlene only needs 1.
Yeah, I know.
Play it or pass it.
I'm going to play it. I want to change that card.
So she's going to try to play it herself. This is a big change because she must turn them both over, starting with a 4.
Okay, higher, higher.
Higher than a 4. No, a 2 is not higher. And Earlene wins game 1 in sudden death. Game made a tough decision with her needing that jack. So Earlene is the first game. We'll be back with game 2 after this.
Don't scare him. Teaching my grandson to respect nature is like passing on a tradition. That's why we eat grape nuts. See, grape nuts is made with respect for nature. Made from wheat and barley. Prepared simply. Bring out its goodness and the good taste nature gave it. Nutty tasting.
Crunchy, too.
The way it ought to be. Feels good that we eat a cereal with respect for nature. Grape Nuts cereal.
Hey, what's that? Bursting with great taste. Surprise, Henry. It's Cycle dog food. New Cycle, a delicious new mixture of red, brown, and golden nuggets. Oh, don't worry, Henry. Cycle still has just the right nutrition for your stage of life. But now it's bursting with a great new taste you'll love. Uh-oh, you missed a piece. New Cycle, bursting with a great new taste.
You know who uses SOS? Practically everybody. And why not? Nothing cleans burnt-on, stuck-on, splattered-on messes faster or easier than a super grease-cutting SOS soap pad. It's no coincidence that Americans use more than 2 million SOS pads every day. We deserve every dirty pan we get. And now there's SO Easy, our new 2-sided scrubber with soap for your dishes, glasses, and Teflon-coated cookware.
Billy, don't forget the trash from upstairs, too.
Oh, Mom, the bag's full.
Is it a Hefty?
Yeah.
Keep stuffing.
Hefty's tough enough to overstuff.
2 different industrial strength plastics let Hefty stretch where most bargain bags break. More stretching for more stuffing, so you can use fewer bags and save money.
Billy, don't forget the garage.
Keep stuffing.
2-ply Hefty.
Tough enough to overstuff.
Hi there, would Would you like to meet a lot of wonderful persons like Janet and Lois and Jim and all those terrific folk? Well, you can do that if you become a contestant on Card Sharks. And to become a contestant, all you have to do is send a postcard to Contestants, Card Sharks, 6430 Sunset Boulevard, Hollywood, California, 90028. Or let's say you're just passing through Southern California on your way to Hawaii. We'll pick up the phone, dial area code 213, that's 467-5100. And now back to the ever-alert star of our show, Jim Perry.
Do I get a turn finally? I could have taken a long nap while you were doing that. Game 1 to the challenger. Same 2 decks of cards. Heck, we could have made 3 new decks while he was talking there. We'll start game 2 with a question to Marie. Marie, we asked 100 first graders. First graders, is your mother a male or a female? How many first graders knew their mother is a female?
Well, no, because a lot of people don't know the difference between male and female when they're young. But I think it's going to be a medium number, probably around 65.
65 out of 100 first graders knew that mother was a female.
I would say it would be even higher because all first graders love their moms. So I'm going to say higher.
Higher. I think what we're really talking about here is the semantics. Do they know the meaning of the words male and female? 65 and higher. The actual number of first graders who knew their mother was a female is 64. Not higher. Marie has it and almost had a $500 bonus. Marie starts this game with a 6.
Oh, change it.
Any of the questions, she can change it to a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. The king.
Lower.
The king. Queen.
Oh, lower.
And the queen. No. Have been so good to the champion. This time they fail her, and Earlene doesn't mind at all. With a 3.
Higher.
Higher, she says. A queen.
Lower.
Lower than a queen. An 8.
Freeze.
And he turned over a lot of cards, and it's Earlene who came out on top in the exchange. Earlene, we found 100 women who are keeping a man. And we asked them, do you feel it's your man's duty to romance you, even when he's not in the mood? How many women who are keeping a man said it is the man's duty to romance them even when he isn't in the mood?
I would say that would be a high number. It would be about 75 because she's keeping him. He has the right to romance her because I would make him romance me.
75 out of 100, Marie.
Well, I think it's going to be lower, but I'm not quite sure why.
Possibly biological. 75 and lower. The actual number of women who said they consider it their man's duty to romance them even when he isn't in the mood is 19. Marie's right. She's not sure why, but she's right. Marie, you got a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. No, another 5. Has to be higher against an opponent. And again, Earlene with a free chance on an 8.
Higher.
Higher, she says. A 10.
Lower.
We have a new champion if it's lower. Yes! Such good fortune with the cards, they suddenly turned against you. But $6,900. You're a fine champion. Marie McGrath, thank you, Marie. And Earlene Hyman, come on down here with me. Congratulations. And you are $200 richer for winning the... You are a tall lady. You're right up there with me. 6 feet?
Yep.
Did you cut the money cards?
I sure did.
All right, let's get over and try to add a whole lot more money, Earlene. Good luck as we get over there to play those money cards. Here we go. Hop on up. And you know how we do it, of course. $200 you won in the game, that's yours to keep. And now we start giving you new money here. And now it doesn't sound like much when I say 200 on one level and 200 on another. But if you go double, double, double all the way to the top, it's $28,800 that you could win right now. Good luck. Here's $200. And you can change the base card if you need to. Lois, let's see if we can start her off with a good one. 200 and a 10.
Change that card.
All right, you can only change it once. Is it a good change? Yeah, with a queen.
Okay, I bet $100 lower.
$100 lower than a queen. No. I'm 100 and a king.
$100. Wait, $50 lower.
She's going to be a little more conservative now. All right, $50 lower than a king. Yes. 150 and a 7.
$50 higher.
$50 higher than a 7. No. Not a bad trade, though. That's a good card, and you're going to get another 200 when we move that good card up. You've got 300 and a 3.
$200 higher. higher.
Come on, let's see it roll now. We got 4 cards. We can build it up. 200. Higher. Yeah.
$250 lower.
$250 lower than a queen. Yes, with a 5, and you're up to $750.
$200 higher.
$200 higher than a 5. Right again with a jack. $950, and now as we move
Change
up the
that
jack.
card.
You don't want the jack for the big bet. Did she? Well, it's one of those borderline cards. Did she make a good decision? No. Another jack. Okay. You've got about at least $475. You've got a jack and
$475 lower.
You're going to go with half. All right, let's be there. Is it lower than a jack?
Please?
Yes! $1,425. Nicely done. 200 in the game. That's $1,625, Earlene. That's not bad at all, considering those cards all stayed around the middle. Good job, Earlene. We'll be back with this fine champion and a new challenger after this.
Just like fresh-made Italian bread, the secret of fresh-made pizza is the crust. And that's the secret of Chef Boyardee pizza mix. The crust is crisp and chewy, not dried out. Everything is in one box. A dough mix for a fresh-made crust, delicious tangy sauce, and real cheese for pizza that tastes fresh and chewy, not dried out. Fresh crust makes the bread, and it makes the pizza. Chef Boyardee pizza mix, because fresher crust means better pizza.
Jerry Mason has a backache.
Really hurts. Muscles sore, stiff.
Can you bend and touch your toes?
No way.
Maybe you've tried these in the past. Now try something different. Momentum.
Momentum Muscular Backache Formula, specially made for backaches. Every dose has extra strength and an extra medicine ordinary pain relievers don't have.
My back feels really good.
Can you touch your shoes now?
Sure can. Well, that momentum really works.
Get Momentum, specially made for backaches.
New Purina 100. 100. 100. New Purina 100.
Introducing new Purina 100, the best-tasting cat foods Purina puts in a can. They're 100% nutritious, 100% delicious, so juicy, so tender, they taste like a million.
100. 100. New Purina 100.
Purina calls it 100, but it tastes like a million.
Nick, I need help.
Sure.
What should I use to clean my bathroom?
Fantastic.
But that's my kitchen cleaner. What about my bath?
Look, as fast and easy as Fantastic cleans your kitchen, it'll clean your bath.
Nick's right. Fantastic cuts right through grease, dirt, and soap scum. My whole bathroom sparkles. Nick, Fantastic is super in the bathroom.
Fantastic. What it does for your kitchen, it'll do for your bath.
Earlene, good job over there. And we're going to deal out 2 brand new decks of cards and meet a new challenger on Card Sharks. Here comes Debbie Sullivan. Hello, Debbie. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Why don't you tell us about you?
Okay, my name is Debbie Sullivan. I'm from Hemet, and I'm 22 years old. I'm married, and I have 3 beautiful children.
Well, we're delighted to have you here with us. You're all relaxed, going to have a good time?
I'm all relaxed and ready to have a good time.
Okay, you cut the cards?
Yes, I did.
Good luck. Here we go.
Thank you.
We start the best 2 out of 3 with a question to Earlene. Earlene, we asked 100 single women, have you ever purposely called a boyfriend by another man's name just to make him think he had a little competition? How many women have tried to make a boyfriend jealous by calling him by another man's name?
I would say it's a high number, at least 70, because I did my husband like that.
And
I wanted to make him jealous.
What was his reaction?
He was upset, and I'm not going to go any farther with it.
You say how many?
I would say it's 70.
70 out. So, yeah, they've done that. Debbie?
Yeah, I'll say it is lower, but I've done it myself, too, but I think it's a little lower than 70.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
But you've both done it.
Yeah, but it was nobody important that I did it to.
Oh, sure, yes. You said Ronald Reagan is calling again, and you just...
Right.
70 and lower. The actual number of single women who've called a boyfriend by another man's name is 34. It's lower. Debbie has it. But the 2 of you did it. Janice, you ever done that? No, perish the thought. Debbie, you've got an 8.
Oh, change that card.
And winning the question, she can change it.
All right, lower.
Yes, a 7.
I'll freeze.
Debbie takes a 1-card advantage. And her first question. Debbie, we asked 100 senior citizen men, if someone had told you when you were a child that a man would walk on the moon in your lifetime, would you have thought it impossible? How many senior citizen men said, yeah, they would have thought that that was impossible?
Oh, I'll say that's probably a high number because, you know, the way times are changing so fast. But, I mean, the old people, you know, they can't keep up with the times. So I'll say it's a high... Oh, no, not to be mean.
Gene Wood has that
Not
problem.
to be mean. I'm just saying I can't keep up with the times myself. And, you know, those things just seem impossible. It's almost hard to believe now. I'll say it's about 63.
63 out of 100 senior citizen men said, yeah, if someone had told them that a man would walk on the moon when they were a child, they would have thought it's impossible.
I would say that would be even higher because no one would have thought that they would walk on the moon.
So even higher than that?
So I would say even higher.
63 and higher. The actual number of senior citizen men who would have thought it impossible that a man would walk on the moon is 95. Boy, is it higher. Yes, when you stop and think about it, that is not the kind of thing you automatically say, oh, sure, someone's going to do that.
Yeah.
And Earlene, you've got an ace.
Oh, lower.
Lower than the ace, a 10.
Lower.
Risking it lower, a 5.
Higher.
Higher than a 5. No, 3 is not higher. Back to the base card goes the champion, and Debbie with a free chance to call off the 7.
Okay, higher.
Higher than a 7? Yes, an 8.
Freeze.
Debbie was tempted there for a moment, but we'll move over the freeze bar to protect her position. We'll be right back right after this.
Need to watch your weight? Try the Special K Pinch.
Uh-oh. Oh, no.
If you can pinch more than an inch,
Oh, boy.
then make the Special K breakfast part of your diet plan. Protein, vitamins, iron, less than 240 calories. Before you know it, the Special K breakfast will help you trim that inch.
Okay. All right.
Make Kellogg's Special K breakfast part of your complete diet plan.
Not bad.
Clean your countertop with sandpaper? Of course not. Yet most scouring powders contain the same scratchy abrasives found in this sandpaper. That's why Soft Scrub is better. It's a liquid cleanser with milder abrasives, so you get cleanser clean without all that cleanser scratch. No scouring powder is better at removing tough, greasy dirt, and Soft Scrub leaves no sandy grit. So use Soft Scrub for cleanser clean without all that cleanser scratch.
That is all the time we have for now. Earlene Hyman and Debbie Sullivan will be back with us on our next show to complete this match. What do you mean, Debbie? You said, see, here you are. You always watch at home. You couldn't conceive of yourself being here.
No, I can still see myself sitting down at home watching it.
Is it bigger or smaller than you thought it would be?
Oh, it's a lot smaller.
A lot smaller? Oh.
Yeah, I figured a big old place.
I'm only about 5'2" in real life, friends, and we'll see you next time on Card Sharks. Bye-bye.
If you would like to see Card Sharks in person, send your request along with a self-addressed stamped envelope to Tickets, Card Sharks, NBC Ticket Department, 3000 West Alameda, Burbank, California, 91523. A representative of the studio audience will receive S&H green stamps. You may select a gift from hundreds of brand name items in their 1981 idea book. They help make your money do more. And some of our contestants will receive the Presto Fry Daddy Deep Fryer, the family size easy fryer, easy to use, easy to clean, easy to store, the Fry Daddy Deep Fryer from Presto. Bissell's revolutionary new sweep of the century tube cleans to the walls, surround furniture with unique corner brush and sweeps all floor surfaces from Bissell. From Hawaiian Tropic comes an attractive tote bag, plus Hawaiian Tropic natural tanning lotions and oils. Hawaiian Tropic, the tan of the islands. Catalog, gift certificate, Brax, old-fashioned candy store taste, fresh, good tasting ingredients, tempting flavors, delicious choices, Brax, the candy store candy, the Colonel's finger-licking good chicken, and an insulated bag to keep things cool. It's nice to feel so good about a meal, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Gene Wood speaking for Card Sharks. A Mark Goodson, Bill Todman production.
Tonight on Lobo, it's gorgeous gals in a bank heist as Perkins gets stuck in an air vent. Then BJ and the 7 lady truckers tangle with a blackmailer who runs a crooked dating service. And on Walking Tall, a hired killer stalks Sheriff Fusser. Lobo, BJ and the Bear, and Walking Tall, a night of comedy and drama tonight on NBC.
Tonight, NBC Nightly News reports on how a pay raise can mean bringing home less money. Join John Chancellor and the NBC News team. Experience you can trust.
Stay up late and catch the stars on NBC. First, Johnny welcomes Suzanne Plachette to The Tonight Show. Then Tom examines illegal drug dealing on tomorrow, Tuesday on NBC.
Countdown to the Space Shuttle's launch. A special report on the project and the future of space travel on News Center 4 at 5.
Folks, meet Henry Bate, or Hank, as he's called. He's wearing one of those saggy diapers that leak, and that makes Hank cranky. Well, cheer up, old boy. Here's Huggies. Huggies are form-fitting disposable diapers from Kleenex with soft, gentle elastic, so Huggies hug. So Huggies help stop leaking to help keep baby dry, more comfortable. Thick, absorbent Huggies diapers help keep baby dry, more comfortable. Right, Hank?
And now there's a deliciously different sound your mouth can make with Cadbury Crisp. We call it chocolate-covered noise. Because it's thick and crunchy with crisp, so it even sounds good. And it's smothered in chocolate, rich, creamy Cadbury milk chocolate. Thick and delicious Cadbury Crisp, what your mouth not so quietly waited for. Chocolate-covered noise.
Explosive excitement on Family Feud, 7:30 tonight.
Boy, 1 and 2. You're not helping me out any, Jess. 4, 5, 6. Come on, lift those legs. 1 and 2.